Now back to the tragedy at Fort Hood.
At the top of the news, 24-hour News 8's Jessica Leffler telling us about a Michigan soldier among the 31 injured in the attack.
Jessica was able to speak with that soldier's mother and his wife.
24-hour News 8 was able to track down Ray's mother, her worst fears unfolding. Willinea Gambo learning of the chaos and tragedy unfolding at Fort Hood. Her son was stationed there in July, and her only connection to how he was doing was her daughter-in-law and national news.
While I was talking to her, the news was on, and they were saying all this had taken place at the process center. So then I'm like, oh my God, you know. And he was supposed to call her back at lunch, and he didn't call her back at lunch, and it was like building up and building up.
Ray Cicito was grazed in the arm by a bullet and is okay according to his mom and able to go back to work today. We were able to contact Ray's wife, Ashley Cicito, by phone. Ashley, originally from Greenville, Michigan, tells us even though she lives on base, she was learning what was happening from the news also. Ashley and their 2 young children are also under lockdown and aren't able to leave their home.
And then at that point, I was able to calm myself down, saying, you know, if something does happen, you know, it's not going to be bad. And I didn't really believe that there was this much going on here. And then shortly after that, I listened to the news. Our sirens went off saying seek shelter immediately. And at that point, I started to panic.
Back to Lansing and Ray's mom, who still lives here. She knows the outcome could have been different, but still worries about her son and his safety.
Because, you know, we've lived in, you know, kind of bad areas, you know, and that was my biggest fear, is something happening to them not coming home from school. And then here he's in the military where he's supposed to be protected on base, and then this happens, you know.
Stay with 24-hour News 8 for the very latest information as it comes in from Fort Hood.